Hey, what's up? It's Alex. If you haven't heard about Anchor, it's the easiest way to make a podcast. Let me explain. It's free. There's creation tools that allow you to record and edit your podcast right from your phone or computer. Anchor will distribute your podcast for you, so it can be heard on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and many more. You can make money from your podcast with no minimum listenership. It's everything that you need to make a podcast all in one place. So download the free Anchor app or go to anchor.fm to get started.
This is The Short News with Alex Mador.
Hello, and welcome to The Short News. No, we won't be that serious. You know, I'm going to try to keep a consistent vibe with both podcasts, The Short News and Useless Garbage. Not that they're both going to be garbage, but you know the vibes. Anyways, the internet is down where I am. I want to give a shout out to Spectrum Internet for that one. You guys suck wherever I go. Wherever I move, you guys have been the worst. There's like an outage every other day. Got the whole block down. This whole zip code right now is fucked. During a pandemic, people have to work from home. Internet is supposed to be reliable. These motherfuckers have not been reliable since day one. I'm sorry, it's ridiculous. How you gonna be an internet company when you don't have internet? You crazy? Watch, I'm gonna go to AOL.com. We're having trouble finding that site. Great, well, we have cell service, and my phone is a mobile hotspot, so we will be able to still have episodes go up. I really hope this isn't going on for more than a day. I'll really lose my shit. This is bad. So that's the news. Now let's see what's going on. Today's top stories. Oh yeah, happy 420, everyone. I hope you can still find a way to enjoy it, whether it be over house party with friends or with your loved ones. Oh damn, so there are protests going on against the quarantine. People want to go outside that bad. Trump wants to leave it up to the states to decide whether or not to open up again. I mean, thank God my state is still, there's Cuomo's saying, yeah, we're not gonna open things up for a while. But like all these states that are about to open things up, if they do this, then they're gonna spread the virus even more. It's just insane. Like, it's so dumb. Like, this what we're all doing is going to go to waste because some people got impatient. Oh, here's some good news. Shake Shack is returning the $10 million government loan that was meant for small businesses. That's good. That's good. Yeah, they have plenty of money. I would not consider Shake Shack a small business. What, because they're only in like one region of the United States? I don't even know if that's true. I just haven't really been to like the West Coast ever. I'm not a very traveled person. I just kind of stayed home and did my homework. Okay, why am I trending? Is Mike showing up? MIC, the Mike, the news source. I wouldn't even call it a news source. The worse than me. Some of us are actually thriving in quarantine. Well, I don't think anybody is thriving. I think some people are more comfortable being home, yeah, but we're all suffering. That's so stupid. people are thriving during quarantine in a massive pandemic where thousands and thousands of people are dying. Yeah, that makes sense. Which I guess goes along with what Noel was saying on his podcast about people that titled their podcast Things to Do During a Pandemic. And that's, if you look through the episode list of this show, yeah, I fucked up. I fucked up big time. I'm sorry. I don't put ads on the pandemic episodes, if that makes any difference. I'm not capitalizing off of this at all. Like, when I titled that Things to Do During a Pandemic, I was more of like going along the lines of how to stay sane being cooped up in your apartment. Because people are not gonna thrive. Like, they used to be called Policy Mike. Like, Mike says, it sounds like I'm saying, like, oh yeah, like Mike down the street. yeah, I get my news from Mike down the street. Hey, I'm otherwise. How you doing? It's Tony Salon. Sorry. Let's see what they say though. Let's take a look at this stupid fucking. Some of us are actually thriving in quarantine. Yeah. My cell phone only has one bar. Fuck. Okay, now they called it. So they changed the name of the article like just now. Quarantine doesn't suck for everyone, apparently. I don't know, is that much better? You tell me. The COVID-19 stay-at-home orders imposed all over the US. See, this is why they suck. What, you writing this from your cell phone? You're not paying attention to what, like, are you writing this through iMessage? Not proofreading? Okay, no, I get what the article is saying. Like, just the idea of quarantine, like, some people have been working their asses off for years and years and years, and now, like, they can finally take some time to just, like, life never there's never a pause button on life, but, like, right now is the closest thing to it. And I'm not saying whether that's a good thing or a bad thing. That really depends on who you are and what your experience is with this virus. Most people will say it's bad. But according to this article, some people are actually taking advantage of the leave from society. It'd be nice if we could do this social distancing thing for like a month out of the year without it having to be about a pandemic. Like, that should just be a thing. Like, every April, they just shut down the country for the whole month, whether or not there's a pandemic, and everybody just chills. I know that's not, like, possible. The economy is fucked right now. The economy is so fucked right now. So many people I know have lost jobs. I'm not employed anymore. My family, too. It's not good. I don't mean to be depressing about it. One person in this article, now I see my neighbors every day, and that's great. Well, you should be social distancing. Alright, let's get away from coronavirus for a minute. This story requires a subscription to Apple News. Oh, suck my... Oh, this is hilarious. Okay, so in this whole college admissions scandal with Lori Loughlin, you know, Aunt Becky. So they released pictures from the case it was from email correspondence between the college admissions scammer guy and Lori Loughlin's husband, talking about the things they need to do to make their child look like a rower. And the dude was like, it would help if we got her on a ERG and workout clothes, like a real athlete. would do. And so they took a picture of her on a rowing machine. It's just her sitting in like a t-shirt and shorts sitting on a rowing machine. She's not even sweating. She's just sitting on it, like kind of like posing. Not like posing, but posing like she's rowing. You gotta look up these pictures. Like, I wish I could show you here, but that's not how this show works. Oh no, not my acid reflux. Damn rich white parents will what is it with like why do you want your kid to go to a school that they don't belong in academically? Like, what is it with that? Like, once they get to that school, they're not going to thrive there. They're not going to get anything out of it. If I'm being honest, community college is a pretty good education. And then from there, you can move on to a 4-year school. It's not a bad deal. So what if it's not USC? These over-competitive rich mothers that cheat the system to get their kids into college when there are other people who are less fortunate but more deserving of that place in that school. That's fucked up to me. And what, she's only gonna get like 2 days in prison? But the prison is actually like a 4 seasons. She just has to like stay there and watch Netflix and have food delivered to her. It's gonna be nothing. The punishment is gonna be like nothing. This lady is getting away with it. Like, they made more of an example out of 6ix9ine than they did about this lady. She fucking scammed everyone. She played a whole system. Not only that, she exposed a major corrupt flaw in the whole college admissions process. Which is kind of great that she did that, so now we know that it's not fair at all. Susie, you're getting awfully close to the microphone. Oh. Now I have a cat in my lap. I can't yell as much. Susie, what do you think about the college admission scandal? She says she thinks it's a bunch of baloney. She bribed that dude hundreds of thousands of dollars to get her stupid kids into school. And didn't her daughter even say, like, I don't really even, like, care about school? Like, that pisses me off. Why are you there, then? Why are you taking that spot away from somebody? Like, if you're gonna do YouTube, do YouTube. Like, God. It's just disgusting. Oh, Susie's snoring. What are you doing? Are you crazy? Like, I want to look into if people from my hometown did that. Because I'm sure they did. So many people went to really good schools that didn't deserve to. Too many people went to Elon. So many, like, rich white girls that wear, like, Ralph Lauren all the time. And like, all the dudes that wear, like, salmon-colored pants. Yeah, they all go to Elon. Fuck that place. Everybody there probably pays to get in. Just blech. I'll stop talking about it, though. What else is in the news that isn't coronavirus related? Oh yeah, so Dr. Phil and Dr. Oz, I guess, well, this is coronavirus related, but at the same time, Dr. Phil and Dr. Oz related. They were both on Fox News trying to make coronavirus into not a big deal. Dr. Oz said something along the lines of, we need to open up the schools, and yeah, we might lose 2 to 3% of our students, like, they would die, but that's really not that big of a number. That's such a small percentage. And people were smart to point out, yo, idiot, that's millions of children. So Dr. Oz is canceled. And then Dr. Phil went on Fox News and he started spouting some bullshit too. Let me find the details on that. First of all, Dr. Phil, not a real doctor, lost his license to practice. You have to sign a waiver to go on the show that says essentially like, yeah, I know he's not a real doctor, but I'm accepting his help anyways. Oh yeah, his argument for reopening the economy was, we don't shut down the country for car accidents. Why we shut it down for COVID? Oh, I'm Dr. Phil and I'm the white Steve Harvey. I'm so stupid. Buy my wife Robin's products, beauty products, for look how beautiful they make my bald ass head. Now, listen, when you go down to the barber shop and you ask them about the beavers down at the creek, you gotta make sure that you bring your hunting knife. So, I used to love watching Dr. Phil. I really did. Just the drama on there. None of his advice is ever good. Like, I knew he was a hack when he was like, now, you know that marijuana is not good for you, right? And I'm like, dude, that is something that people who were born a long time ago say. Somebody who grew up with the anti-marijuana propaganda, which has racist roots. Dr. Phil, now, if you smoke an eighth of weed a day, this is how much weed you smoke in a week. And then he takes out like a big bag, and it's like, and the dude was like, okay, so what? Like, now, if you smoke this much in a week, this is how much you smoke in a month. And then he takes out a bigger bag, and it's like, okay, yeah, we get it. Like, and then he's like, okay, but I'm not done. Now this is how much you smoke in a year. And it's like a pound or something. It's a huge bag, like a big bag of weed. I would be happy to take it off his hands, but, you know, that's not how it works. He would probably give me some lecture like, now, you know that when you go hunting for deer, you don't want to shoot the doe. That's what you're doing to yourself when you smoke the weed, that reefer. But yeah, so he takes out the bigger bag, and it's like you get what he's saying. Like, yeah, you're smoking a lot of weed over time, but also you eat breakfast, lunch, and dinner every day, right? So here's how much you eat in total in a day. And it's like, okay, that's a lot of food. Now here's how much you eat in a week. And they keep going. And yeah, that's going to be a lot. That's going to be a lot for anything that you do habitually. Or like ritually, I guess. Sorry, no, the word I was looking for was regularly. Now, you're forgetting words because you smoke this much weed on 420. I didn't think it was possible, but your THC blood count, your blood is 99.99% THC. Now those are hand sanitizer levels. Or like, this is how much Bud Light you drink in a week. Takes out a keg. That dude is such a hack. And apparently this isn't like a conspiracy, this is gossip, I guess. Like, he gives the people that come on the show, the guests, I guess, drugs and alcohol or whatever to make them crazier than they actually are. Or like, if they are addicted to something, they will like offer them that thing to make them look more like they have a problem, is what I've heard. And he got in trouble for that. I don't know if that's why he lost his license to practice. I'm not sure, but dude's not a real doctor. And Dr. Oz, yeah, he might be a real doctor, but he's fucking crazy for saying all that shit. I just don't get it. Damn, so it is now 9:08 a.m. and I've been up since like 2 a.m. and that's when I noticed that the internet was out. Right when I woke up, I was like, something's wrong. Because I tried to go on Xbox and nothing was working. And yeah, internet still down. Many, many hours later. And Spectrum is like, oh, we can't give you an ETA. Yes, you can. Fuck you. Get somebody who's there right now to give me a fucking status on this. Because I've got shit I gotta do. Like, what are they doing down there? Picking their ass? Like, the second this was a problem, it should have been addressed. Like, I have an online physics exam tomorrow. I have a thesis I have to be working on, which requires the internet to do research. And then, yeah, this podcast also. And Call of fucking Duty. And Spectrum, if you don't fix this consistently, I will stop at nothing to make my problems your problems. That is my message to the shitty internet cable company. Okay, I don't want to close it with that, but I have a delivery coming, and the short news is shorter than useless garbage, which I'm going to record right after this. So make sure, once we're done, check out Useless Garbage on Anchor and Spotify. It's not anywhere else yet. I don't know what's taking so long for them to approve it and distribute it to Apple and Castbox and all those ones. It'll be there. I know somebody was telling me, like, I'll listen to it when it's on iTunes. It's like, damn it. I wish it would be sooner. But yeah, if you don't mind, like, switching your podcast player for a little bit to get some useless garbage, yeah, go ahead and check that out. Alright, here's some cruise ship news. The last cruise ship on Earth finally heads home after coronavirus strands it at sea. Wow, so they finally come home. The 3 last cruise ships still sailing with passengers will dock today, and one has had quite the odyssey. Alright, let's see, there's the MSC Magnifica, left Europe in January, and was in the other corner of the world when the ports began to close. With nowhere to go, the Swiss-owned ship started the long journey home. Its passengers, used to a new port every few days, last felt land 6 weeks ago. Jesus. That's insane. So yeah, like, ports were closing their doors to them. Like, they weren't letting them on because, the risk of infection spread on the ship, and then you let those people off, and then they infect other people, and then, the whole thing. And you don't want cruise ship people in your country. Fuck that. I'd be like, turn your ass around if I was the mayor. You got cruise ship people on there? Ew. Not even the virus, just ew, the cruise ship people. Gross. But no, I'm kidding. I'm glad they're coming home. Damn, that's crazy. Why do so many old people go on cruise ships? I'm just looking at the pictures. Guys, just don't go on cruise ships. That's what I'm gonna leave you with. And don't don't bribe schools for your kid to go to a college that they don't deserve to go to. It's a really bad idea. You'll probably get caught eventually. So that is going to do it for the short news. Head on over to Useless Garbage for conversations about more interesting, non-bad news related things. I will see you there. Thank you so much. Peace.
It's really that time of year, and your team might finally do it. Or if you're a Rams fan, you might just want to book the trip now. This year, Super Bowl 56 is in Los Angeles at SoFi Stadium, February 13th. You can scour resellers to buy an overpriced ticket closer to the day, or you can lock in the Super Bowl experience of a lifetime now with our friends at On Location. True 50-yard line seats, only available with On Location. An invite to celebrate on the field with the champs. On Location. Yes, you want to craft a perfect confetti angel like I did? Go to the game with On Location. And it's not just about gameplay. From dinner with NFL legend Marcus Allen to pregame parties featuring acoustic sets for Wyclef, the official hospitality partner of the NFL is offering the most exclusive ticket packages available. Want to know how? Visit onlocationexp.com/SB56 or search Super Bowl On Location. That's right. Search Super Bowl On Location. Make the trip of a lifetime. It's your shot. Take it.